1. Education. Subtopic number 1. Major. Part 1. What do you study in your university? What is your major? Well, honestly, I am a double major student. Last summer, I graduated from Faculty of International Economics Foreign Trade University with flying colors, and currently I am a senior studying English in Hanoi University. 1. Education. Subtopic number 1. Major. Part 2. Describe your most favorite subject. The subject that is my all-time favorite is Culture of Countries in ASEAN, which was taught since I was a sophomore in university. Although it was just an elective subject, I was really into studying it, since I could have deeper insight into ASEAN countries' cultures and be immersed in their vivid civilization. In class, we discussed history, religion, tradition, and lifestyle of people in these countries. We also had a lot of group work and presentations to make this subject much more interesting to learn. We also used to read a lot of books related to ASEAN countries' cultures. Doing research into culture has always intrigued me as I have been a keen learner of culture. Additionally, we were taught by dedicated teachers who helped us understand the lesson quickly. Till now, I have still felt grateful for the lecturers who were so passionate with the lessons. This subject has brought me a feeling of satisfaction, which I could hardly see in other subjects. To sum up, it has been a useful subject as thanks to this. I find that I can broaden my common knowledge and have more confidence when I have the chance to go to the countries in Southeast Asia. 1. Education. Subtopic number 1. Major. Part 3. Do you think students should go to vocational training courses or university after graduating from high school? Honestly, I think students should go to university rather than vocational training courses. To begin with, after graduation, they can earn a university degree, which is required by most recruiters nowadays. Moreover, studying in universities provides students with an opportunity to pursue higher education, which means they will have more qualifications, and this may be likely to help them have many opportunities of moving up the career ladder more easily in companies. 1. Education. Subtopic number 2. People. Part 1. Do you prefer to be in a big-size class or a small-size one? Well, I would choose to be in a large-size class, which may contain approximately 30 students. I believe when I am in a big class, my classmates and me can promote a better study environment, and we may probably hold interesting events together. 1. Education. Subtopic number 2. People. Part 2. Describe the most inspiring person you have met so far in your university. Well, I would like to talk about the monitor in my class, whose name is Ling. She is one of the most studious students I have ever known. I really admire Ling for several reasons. Firstly, it is her attitude towards studying. Despite being extremely intelligent, she spends more time than any one of us in the class to study, no matter it is a compulsory or an elective subject. She is very hardworking, and she is among the students who have the most outstanding in-class performance. Sitting next to me, she often gives me tutorial if I have difficulties in study. She also encourages me a lot and even sends me her learning materials if I want to have further understanding of the lesson. Secondly, I can also consider that Ling has an outstanding education background. She can not only learn well, but she also has broad common knowledge, which is the reason why her academic transcript has been excellent so far. Once she told me that one of her goals would be to achieve high distinction degree from this university, and I think that it is absolutely possible for such an exceptional student like her. I think that Ling's success in the future will just be a matter of time as she always moves forward to reach new heights of knowledge. 1. Education. Subtopic number 2. People. Part 3. Should teamwork be encouraged at school? 100% yes, since teamwork can connect different characteristics to solve one issue. Personally, I suppose that teamwork stimulates creativity and mutual understanding. People in a team must set aside their egos to get on well with others and, most importantly, put the team's goal in top priority. Moreover, teammates can build trust and promote a sense of responsibility when working together to come to one goal. 2. Celebrities. Subtopic number 1. Fame. Part 1. Do you like celebrities? Why and why not? Personally, I take an avid interest in showbiz because I always feel curious about their attractiveness on stage as well as the buzz about their private life. 2. Celebrities. Subtopic number 1. Fame. Part 2. Describe a celebrity that you admire. I would like to talk about my favorite Vietnamese footballer, who is also a monument in my mind because of his unending perseverance. It is Vinh, who used to be a striker in the national football team. Literally, he has gained a reputation for himself for both being talented and being a dedicated husband and father in the family. Although having retired from professional competing, he has still contributed to the growth of football in Vietnam by doing coaching work and building a football center to recruit young talents in this sport. When he was in the national football team, he and his co-players became the champion of AFF Suzuki Cup in 2008, which took the country by storm and made headlines at that time. Besides, he is admired for the marriage with his wife Thủy Tiên, also a well-known singer. They are true philanthropists who have done a lot of charity work together that has helped many people across the country. He is also loved for leading a simple and happy life when every day we can see his posts about his family's activities on Facebook. I hope that he will be a role model for people in our country, continue his work to do good things for many people. 2. Celebrities. 1. Fame. Part 3. What do you think about the impact of celebrities' style on the youth nowadays? Well, in my perspective, celebrities now appear stylish and often wear high-end clothes to show off their status. The clothes are from both domestic and international brands that cost a fortune. Also, many celebrities want to be trendsetters, from which youngsters can learn from their style. Gucci or Off-White or Balenciaga is favored by a lot of famous people, and the youth nowadays also own items from these luxury brands to appear like their idols despite their expensive price. 2. Celebrities. Subtopic number 2. Celebrities' impact on the society. Part 1. Do you want to be a celebrity? Actually, I have a head for singing and I plan to attend the audition round of The Voice Vietnam. I love the feeling of standing on the stage and receiving standing ovation after I finish my performance. 2. Celebrities. Subtopic number 2. Celebrities' impact on the society. Part 2. Describe a lesson you learned from a celebrity. Well, the celebrity that I admire the most is Ellen DeGeneres. To me, she is not a mere comedian, but a monument of courage to be her true self. As you know, she is famous for proudly and publicly announcing herself being lesbian, although there has been certain prejudice. She is also an active LGBT activist who has fought for LGBT's rights and inspires people to live with their true selves without being afraid of the society's thought on them. She is now the host of one of the most viewed show in the world, The Ellen DeGeneres Show. Besides her great sense of humor, she's a very kind, helpful woman because she raises funds from sponsors on a regular basis to help her impoverished audience. Another interesting fact about her is that her way of hosting is so alluring that I cannot keep my eyes off the screen during the show. At the end of each episode, she always carries the message, "Be kind to one another," which is a type of motivation for people to get on well with those around them. In other words, she's the role model for my life, and I wish I could see her once in my lifetime. 2. Celebrities. Subtopic number 2. Celebrities' impact on the society. Part 3. How can a celebrity negatively affect the brand image that they advertise for? In fact, celebrities can have a negative effect on the brands that they endorse through their scandals. As a matter of fact, the public will suppose that they are not qualified enough to be a public image. Consequently, brands will suffer a great loss and sales will drop dramatically. However, the most important thing is that the brand will decrease in popularity with the general public. 3. Media. Subtopic number 1. Advertising. Part 1. Do you like watching advertisement on TV? I have to say that I have developed an interest in watching advertisement when I was a little child. They are a kind of entertainment with beautiful scene. They are extremely relaxing, brief, and eye-catching. 3. Media. Subtopic number 1. Advertising. Part 2. Describe an advertisement that you like to watch. Among the advertisements which are on TV or social media recently, I am really into seeing one from Shopee Vietnam, which is a famous e-commerce service. Well, I love that because firstly, it has celebrity endorsement of talented goalkeeper Bùi Tiến Dũng and famous singer Bảo Anh. The two have got certain achievements in their own career, became rising stars, and they have been so popular with most people. In the advertisement, they wear matching clothes and look so good together. Therefore, it is easy to see that the commercial has received a huge number of views on social media such as Facebook or YouTube. Secondly, it has unique and funny music. The theme song for this advertisement is a remixed song from the original Baby Shark for Kids. It sounds very catchy and makes me want to dance and sing along every time I see it. Although some people may not like it as the song is overplayed, many people agree with me that we are obsessed with it now and we still like it a lot. Additionally, I think this may be an effective and creative way of advertising, which helps the brand image grow more impressively into a customer's mind. 3. Media. Subtopic number 1. Advertising. Part 3. Do you think that advertisement on TV nowadays causes inconvenience for people? As a matter of fact, the amount of time for commercials is roughly 1/3 of that for a TV program, which is very annoying. Actually, despite being interested in watching advertisement, I myself feel that they are really interrupting when I am enjoying a good film series or TV show. Normal advertisements are fine, but those with inappropriate content, for example, those which are violent or adult-related issues, may trigger anger for people. 3. Media. Subtopic number 2. Social network. Part 1. Are you interested in using social networking sites? Yes, I certainly am. Using Facebook is my cup of tea as I spend a huge amount of time scrolling down my newsfeed to keep myself updated about my beloved people. 3. Media. Subtopic number 2. Social network. Part 2. Describe a social networking site you like to use. Well, when it comes to social network, people may think of Facebook as their ultimate choice. But today, I would like to say something about my most favorite site, Instagram. As you know, Instagram has more than 1 billion users, an impressive number for its unique features in addition to similar tools as Facebook, which also allow users to chat and comment in others' posts. Firstly, it has a wide range of filters so that users can edit their pictures in any color or form they want. As a consequence, the images uploaded may look much more stylish and up-to-date when compared to those which are updated on other kinds of social networking sites. Secondly, we can keep track of not only our friends, but also other users, including celebrities or influencers from different parts of the world, just by a tool that is displayed when we log in our Instagram account. As media has been increasing in popularity, communication now is not the only demand for people, especially youngsters, as they want more than that. And I think Instagram has met this need. They want something different and trendy. Many trends have also been created from this social platform, and young people are the biggest beneficiary. In short, Instagram is a user-friendly site and also ideal place for an energetic, modern, and updated generation. 3. Media. Subtopic number 2. Social network. Part 3. Why has the use of social media increased in the past few years? Well, it is obvious that social media has received an incredible growth in the past few years. The first reason may be that these social platforms are convenient and multifunctional, which help people to do a number of things. For instance, making a video call with others or seeing the daily pictures and activities. Additionally, I think it is the emergence of different kinds of smartphones that enable people to get easier access to available social media applications and thus use them more often. 4. Entertainment. Subtopic number 1. Leisure activities. Part 1. Do you like leisure activities? Well, definitely yes. Leisure activities, especially extracurricular ones, are the source of my life. I feel like I can have my energy boosted when I can enjoy myself through leisure activities and escape from the hectic pace of life. 4. Entertainment. Subtopic number 1. Leisure activities. Part 2. Describe a leisure activity that you like to do. Well, I have to work 5 days a week and I am very tired after each workday. Leisure pursuits are the things that help me recharge my battery, and I would like to choose badminton as my most favorite daily routine. Playing badminton helps me in different ways. The work is stressful, demanding, and it has been a drain on my energy. Therefore, I play that kind of sport as a way of helping my mind free from all thoughts. When I am focused on playing it, I feel extremely relaxed. My co-player is also one of my colleagues, so it is much easier for us to share things related to work, and we feel more motivated when we can work and play the same sport together. In addition, playing badminton also does wonders for my health, as I have to move and run a lot, thus boosts my agility. As I work in an office, sedentary lifestyle is unavoidable, which may lead to acute disease related to our bones. I sweat a lot after each set, but this helps me remove dangerous substances from my body. In short, I love badminton so much because this makes my physical as well as my mental health better. 4. Entertainment. Subtopic number 1. Leisure activities. Part 3. Why is it important for people to have a leisure time activity? Literally, it is. As you know, people are now occupied with their responsibility both at workplace and at home. Therefore, having a leisure time activity will help them escape from the rat race to enjoy the time of themselves. For example, if we attend a dance class after work, we can not only refresh our mind, but also have a chance to improve social relationships. 4. Entertainment. Subtopic number 2. Sport. Part 1. What is the most popular sport in your country? Well, if I have to pick one, I would choose football because it is easy to gather a group to play this kind of sport. It is so prevalent that if you travel to any area across our country, no matter urban or rural, you may easily catch sight of a group of boys or men playing this kind of team sport. 4. Entertainment. Subtopic number 2. Sport. Part 2. Describe a match of any kind of sport that you will never forget. Well, I would like to talk about the final football match between U23 Vietnam and U23 Uzbekistan in Asian Football Championship in January 2018. You know, it is still spectacular and impressive, although our team didn't win the cup for the following 2 reasons. Firstly, because the team contributed a notable performance in the decisive match under extremely freezing weather. After miraculous victories over Iraq and Qatar, our team was expected to create another miracle and be the champion. The team played with all the strength and attempt they had, despite the harsh weather condition. Secondly, our team is the representative of patriotism and pride of national identity. As you know, thanks to the excellent team spirit, the intense snow couldn't prevent our boys from moving forward and fought courageously. They tried their best to bring the prestigious trophy to our country. Vietnamese people as well as other countries' residents really appreciated their constant effort throughout the tournament. Although we lost 1-2 by Team Uzbekistan at the last minute and couldn't claim championship, we have still felt so proud of our heroes, and now they are new generation idols of our country. 4. Entertainment. Subtopic number 2. Sport. Part 3. Do you think there is any connection between sport and economy? Honestly, there is a strong connection between the 2 things, in which games can help boost tourism industry by attracting people from other countries to come to one country. Nothing can be more obvious than the case of Russia in World Cup 2018, which attracted a huge number of tourists from all over the world. Another example is Roger Federer, a well-known tennis player who has achieved a number of prizes in his life And he has a number of fans who really want to travel to Switzerland to meet him. Thanks to a sports event or an athlete, a huge number of people may come to one country and therefore national economy can be boosted. 5. Fashion. Subtopic number 1. A stylish person. Part 1. Do you want to become a model in the future? That's a very interesting question. To be honest, I don't think becoming a model is a good idea for me because I am not tall enough. In addition, the most important thing is that I don't have a sense of style and I am not confident enough to be on the catwalk wearing extravagant and high-end clothes. 5. Fashion. Subtopic number 1. A stylish person. Part 2. Describe a person who is well-dressed. Honestly speaking, I want to talk about my beautiful auntie, Mrs. Y, who is a businesswoman. I love her style for some reasons. First, it is her smart choice of wearing clothes. Needless to say, she's very well dressed, and as a working woman, she always chooses classic clothes. She sometimes has some items of accessory as a special feature for her outfit. Although they may be bought in sale season, but my auntie knows how to mix with suitable clothes, and then she has a totally timeless look, which I cannot take my eyes off. Second, she has an undeniable alluring style, which does not come from her clothes or accessories she wears on her body, but the inborn fresh look in every situation. That is the key thing that makes her look exquisite in most kinds of outfit, from designer clothes to casual ones. Whenever I go out with her, I feel extremely proud as my aunt often dresses simple but very stunning. I really admire her style and I wish I can have a good taste for fashion to look stylish like her. 5. Fashion. Subtopic number 1. A stylish person. Part 3. Do you think that if a person buys a lot of clothes, he or she will look much more beautiful than others? Personally, I think a person has a large number of clothes doesn't mean that they will look more beautiful than others. Although they have a lot of clothes, they may not know how to mix and match to create the best outfit. For example, I can afford to buy brand name clothes from Chanel or Versace, but I cannot choose the suitable items to make the best outfit. In short, a smartly dressed person is the one who may not have expensive clothes, but can flexibly mix different items to create the best ones. 5. Fashion. Subtopic number 2. Accessories. Part 1. Do you like buying accessories? Absolutely yes. As you know, I'm a girl and I want to look sharp with pretty accessories. So, I really want to buy myself new shoes, hats, or necklaces. However, I am not a slave of fashion and I only buy must-have items such as bags or some pairs of earrings. 5. Fashion. Subtopic number 2. Accessories. Part 2. Describe an item of accessory that you like to wear. Well, I'm going to describe a handbag that I bought last month. My old bag looked a little bit worn out and it was quite big, so I decided to buy this new one to make it easier to hold and carry things. Fortunately, I could buy this with half of the original price as it was advertised on an online shopping website. It is my most favorite item because of its style and convenience. In terms of style, its color is dark brown and it has a round shape which looks a little bit vintage but unique and fashionable. In addition, the bag is made of a special kind of waterproof leather, so it is very ideal if I have to go out carrying this bag in rainy weather. I will not have to be worried that my stuff inside will get wet. It is small and comes in handy whenever I am in a rush and need to carry many things. Although it seems to be quite small, but when I open it, there is a lot of space for me to put necessary things such as my phone, a lipstick, a purse, and a perfume bottle. It is a multi-purpose bag, as I can both go to work or hang out with friends. I hope I can carry this bag for a long period as I really love it and it looked good in it. 5. Fashion. Subtopic number 2, accessories. Part 3, why some people still spend a lot on designer accessories? It is true that people nowadays tend to spend big on designer accessories. Brand name accessories are extremely expensive, but some people still buy them because they are on trend. They might think that when they put on these bags or jewelry, they want to show other people that they do not only look stylish, but they are also well off. Other people buy designer products just because they last a long time, and I think it may be a smart investment. 6. Invention. Subtopic number 1, inventors. Part 1. Do you want to become an inventor in the future? Actually, I find myself not creative enough to be an inventor. I don't have a necessary amount of technical know-how and patience to go through a lot of trial and error. I would like to be a person who can enjoy the inventions rather than the one who can invent them. 6. Invention. Subtopic number 1, inventors. Part 2. Describe an inventor that you admire the most. Well, to be honest, today I'd like to describe Thomas Edison, an American and one of the greatest inventors of all time, and he's considered one of the men that have changed the world. I mention him for his perseverance through a lot of trial and error and the practicability of his inventions. He's famous all over the world for being very prolific inventor who has more than 1,000 patents for more than 1,000 inventions throughout his life, a very impressive number. It took him many years to invent those things, and his inventions range from fluoroscope, phonograph, but the most outstanding one must be the light bulb, which is the thing that we still use today. After a lot of experiment and failure and then other difficulties, he's finally invented one of the greatest inventions in humankind history. The advent of light bulb in 1880 marked a milestone in history when it put an end to darkness and people had a brand new household appliance to light. Moreover, the phonograph or a record player is also one of his famous inventions. Although now it is only used by a small number of people, it used to be the most popular entertaining application for millions of people around the world. In addition, Thomas Edison is also famous for his quote, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% of perspiration," which inspires people to work with perseverance and passion, then success will come to them. 6. Invention. Subtopic number 1, inventors. Part 3. What should government do to encourage inventors? Well, I think inventors are an indispensable part of an economy where creativity is put in top priority and innovations are made to serve the life of people, so it is crucial that inventors must be encouraged. Government should raise a fund for inventors, and when each invention is made, they will be awarded an amount of money. Moreover, each invention should be examined carefully and commercialized to assist inventors and make them feel more motivated to create new things. 6. Invention. Subtopic number 2, inventions. Part 1. Do you enjoy using technological devices? Definitely yes. I have to say that I am a techie and I love to browse websites in my free time to find information about the latest technological innovations. I am a really big fan of them. For example, smartphone, TV, or computer. I think my life would suffer a lot of difficulties if I don't have these technological inventions. 6. Invention. Subtopic number 2. Inventions. Part 2. Describe an invention that changes people's life. Well, when it comes to invention, I would choose smartphone, which is the one of the revolutionary creations of human beings. It is both convenient and cost-effective. In the past, when there was no smartphone, people could only get in touch with each other through telephone, and it took ages to reach one person. But now, with only one smartphone, we can use it for various purposes. Not only can we call others, but we can also see their face, keep updated with their daily activities, or do other kinds of entertainment. For example, listen to music or surf the net. Moreover, there are available applications such as Grab, which helps us catch a taxi or motorbike much more easily. With this smart device, there seems to be little barrier in communication among people. In addition, smartphone helps reduce the cost of our call as we have online applications such as Viber, Skype, or WhatsApp. We can also do the shopping without going to the traditional markets. With just one screen and one touch, we can get whatever we want and have them delivered to our home. People often say that with only one smartphone, they can carry the whole world with them. So, you see, it is a wonderful thing to have it in our life. 6. Invention. Subtopic number 2. Inventions. Part 3. What do you think are the drawbacks of technological inventions? Well, I have to say yes. Technological breakthroughs help humans in many ways, and our life is much more convenient. However, people now tend to rely a lot on those inventions, which might make us lazier. We will not do household chores on a regular basis as automated robots will take over them. Moreover, smartphones may hinder us from meeting face-to-face with our beloved people. I think that we should use these devices wisely to avoid being its victims. 7. History. Subtopic number 1. Historical events. Part 1. Do you like to learn about history? Well, I am into reading history, not only of a country, Vietnam, but also other countries in the world. History is not only a subject to me, it is also a source of invaluable information about our origin as well as the victorious past of our ancestors. 7. History. 1. Historical events. Part 2. Describe a historical event that you like the most. Honestly speaking, every time I am asked about history, I am always eager to talk about Vietnam War, which ends in 1975 and one of the historical highlights of our country. Vietnam undergone hundreds of years under colonization of foreign invaders, and this is the last war before a new era of peace and independence is opened for us. It is an unforgettable period of history for some reasons. Firstly, it is the courageous fighting spirit of Vietnamese people. Our country was divided into northern part and southern part. Communication was almost impossible at that time, and people across the country were living in poverty and destitute conditions. However, our soldiers still fought bravely with the support from ordinary people. Secondly, this is remarkable because hardly anyone could think that we could win the war. When compared to such a well-armed country like America, it was hard to think that we could defeat them. However, with the determination of the whole nation, we have our own peace. April 30th, 1975 was the date that we gained independence from the invaders, and from then on, we have held annual celebration to pay tribute to those who sacrificed for the country. I hope that Vietnamese people will never forget this important event of the nation. 7. History. Subtopic number 1. Historical events. Part 3. What can we learn from the events in history? I think we can have many lessons from historical events. For example, if we read about the Great Depression in America from 1929 to 1933, we can know more about the economy and crisis in certain periods. In other cases, if we study war, there will be knowledge related to domination or weapons. However, above all, the most important lesson is that each historical event is either a mistake or a pride. We should look at them carefully to improve our strengths, to maintain the pride and not to let the mistakes occur again. 7. History. Subtopic number 2. Historical figures. Part 1. How did you learn history when you were young? Actually, when I was a child, I only learned history through a textbook, but at that time I was not so interested in it because there were so many things that I had to remember. Then my grandfather took me to a bookstore and buy books in history, and I have developed an interest in historical figures such as King Lele or heroine VapplVdenG. 7. History. Subtopic number 2. Historical figures. Part 2. Describe a historical figure that you find the most impressive. If someone asks me about one historical figure that I like the most, it will definitely be President Ho Chi Minh. I am sure that President Ho is admired and loved not only by Vietnamese people, but also residents in other countries around the world. He is a very prominent leader, and he led many resistances that defeated foreign invaders to bring peace and protect national sovereignty. President Ho is well known for leading a simple life and spending all his life fighting for the happiness of Vietnamese people and the independence of the nation. He was born in an impoverished but intellectual family in Nghệ An province, so he could understand the misery and poverty that were caused by war to Vietnamese people. Therefore, at a very young age of early 20, he decided to go to some foreign countries to find a way to save the country. He went through a lot of ups and downs, but with his decisiveness and patriotism, he came back to Vietnam with innovative ideas to improve the policies as well as eliminate invaders. President Ho has achieved a lot in his life of doing politics. However, he never thought for himself only. He helped other people till the end of his life. Now, there are many memorials of President Ho in different countries for people to honor one of the greatest men in the world's history. 7. History. Subtopic number 2. Historical figures. Part 3. Do you think historical museums should be opened for free? Well, it is of great importance for people, especially young people, to learn history of their own country. Historical museums where valuable traditions are preserved, and these are ideal places for people to cherish the past. I think it's better to reduce the entrance fee to historical museums because they need a certain amount of money to be operated. Local officers should have special offers for those when they come to museums as a way of encouraging people to learn history. In addition, it is a good idea that more historical shows TV are produced to make history an important part in people's life. 8. Nature. Subtopic number 1. Weather. Part 1. What is your favorite season? Fall is absolutely my most favorite season. The cool weather makes me feel so comfortable because humidity is low. I love the feeling of going for a walk in Hoàn Kiếm Lake pedestrian zone while enjoying the breeze. It's so fantastic. 8. Nature. Subtopic number 1. Weather. Part 2. Describe a type of weather that you like the most. Well, people may think that I am weird, but honestly, my most favorite type of weather that I like most is snowy weather. I was born in Vietnam. Snow is very scarce and it can only be seen in 1 or 2 mountainous provinces in the northern part. I like it because I want to be immersed in beautiful white snowflakes and have some fun with them. Just the thought of building a snowman or throwing snow at my friends makes me happy as a clam. I often wish I could go to some Western countries such as America, Sweden, or England to enjoy the freezing cold weather as well as admiring the snow falling outside, one of the most interesting natural phenomena. Additionally, I like winter because this is the time that I can wear my favorite clothes, which are warm clothes such as sweater, thick coat, or boots. Although I am aware that it is not easy to live in the weather when temperature is low, sometimes I tremble with cold, but I really want to enjoy that vibe. Now, many people know that due to global warming, the temperature in some countries has begun to rise, which leads to a reduction in snow. I have to rush so that I can enjoy true snowy weather. 8. Nature. Subtopic number 1. Weather. Part 3. Do you think that weather affects our feelings? 100% yes. If the weather is fine, humans can have the mood or motivation to do certain things. When the weather is cool or sunny, people may tend to feel happier. However, if really bad weather conditions happen, for instance, scorching heat or torrential rain, it is easy for people to have their mood down. The appearance of snow may make people excited, but thick layers of snow with bitterly cold weather can cause depression for people. 8. Nature. Subtopic number 2. Natural disasters. Part 1. Are you afraid of natural disasters? Well, of course, not only me, but also many people on Earth have a fear for natural calamities. They are extreme weather conditions that can cause a lot of damage to people and property in large scale. 8. Nature. Subtopic number 2. Natural disasters. Part 2. Describe a natural disaster or an extreme weather condition that you will never forget. Well, I'd like to talk about the historical flood that happened in Hanoi a decade ago, 2008. This must be the year the Hanoians can never forget. It is memorable because the rain was so heavy and lasted for many days consecutively that it inundated many streets of Hanoi. The rain was considered heaviest in the last 100 years, which caused people to suffer from a lot of damage. Precipitation reached a record high and almost all activities were paused to ensure the safety of both people and property. According to statistics, many families even suffered from inundation as high level of water flew into their houses. Offices or schools had to make emergency announcements to let the employees and students be at home to avoid any potential accidents that may be caused by the pouring rain. Life then had a lot of disturbance, and people had to wait until it stopped raining. The rain triggered inconvenience for people in different fields, as high death toll was recorded. Traffic was in no order, or people stood a high chance of dangerous epidemics. Luckily, after a few days, life began to come back to the way it was, thanks to concerted effort of both local authority and many people of the city. 8. Nature. Subtopic number 2, natural disasters. Part 3. Why the world has to suffer from natural disasters more than ever before? Well, I think this is a worldwide issue that needs to be solved before it is too late. Obviously, there is the global warming that is resulted from human activities such as deforestation or overexploitation of natural resources. Moreover, the exhaust fumes from vehicles or factories are the main reason that causes the ozone depletion. That is why more natural disasters are happening. Personally, I think both the government and citizens all over the world should act now before humankind has to suffer from more serious disasters in the future. 9. Marriage and family. Subtopic number 1, marriage. Part 1. Who should pay the wedding cost of a couple? Well, it is common in our country that parents pay most of the wedding expense for their children, because most couples decide to tie the knot at a very young age. Therefore, they couldn't afford a lavish wedding, and they need support from parents. I think this is a good thing for couples, as they don't have to worry much about the finance and get ready to step into the new phase of their life. 9. Marriage and family. Subtopic number 1, marriage. Part 2. Describe a wedding ceremony that you enjoyed a lot. I would like to talk about the wedding ceremony of Tang, my youngest sister, which was held last year in Novotel Resort, a big palace near my home in Hanoi. Firstly, this was a marked event to me, as one of my most beloved people was about to start a new phase of her life, and thanks to this occasion, I could have a great get-together with my relatives who lived far away from us. Our immediate family and many friends of my sister were also there to wish Tang and her spouse, Minh, a lifelong commitment. Secondly, I enjoyed this wedding because I loved the way how my sister and brother-in-law celebrated their wedding party. They decided to splash out on clothes and decorations since they wanted the big day to be unforgettable and perfect. While Tang looked so stunning in the áo dài, the traditional dress of Vietnamese women, Minh was so elegant in a black suit with a bow tie on. In addition, there was so much delicious food, and we were served by dedicated waiters. We laughed a lot. We had so much fun, and at the end of the party, we all raised our glasses to wish the bride and groom health, happiness, and forever love. The moment that was embedded in my memory was the time when they held hands and departed to their new home, which almost brought me to tears. That was that I would never forget. 9. Marriage and family. Subtopic number 1, marriage. Part 3. Is it easy for you to accept an arranged marriage? Actually, it is hard for me to accept an arranged marriage because I think that love from both sides is a crucial factor for lifelong happiness. Without love and sympathy, it will be difficult for each individual to overcome the inevitable ups and downs of marriage and may easily end up splitting up. In my opinion, Parents should allow their children to have more freedom in choosing their partners so that they can be responsible for their own choice and happiness. 9. Marriage and family. Subtopic number 2. Family. Part 1. Do you like spending time with your family? Absolutely yes. I am the type of person who really cherish the moment of family members having fun together in a close-knit family. Although I have tons of tasks to complete in my company, I always try to balance between work and family and spend quality time with my family members as much as I can. 9. Marriage and family. Subtopic number 2. Family. Part 2. Describe a person to whom you are very close in your family. Well, to talk about the person to whom I am closest in my family, I would like to mention my mother, who plays a crucial role in my life. She is not just my mom, she is also my idol, my best friend, and also my consultant. I adore her because she is such a kind-hearted, caring, and loving person in the family. As you know, I live in a nuclear family with 4 members, my parents, my little brother, and me. Therefore, my mom will have more time to look after each member more carefully, both in terms of physical health and emotions. Honestly, she's the one I can share everything without any hesitation. Whenever I have any problems or sadness or happiness, Mom is always the first person that I talk to. She always cheers me up, gives me pieces of valuable advice, and encourages me to look on the bright side every time I feel depressed. Moreover, my mom is also a responsible citizen and she fulfills her duty at work very well. I guess there must be pressure at her workplace, and I know that she has to work really hard to support the whole family, but I can hardly hear her complain. Her determination and strong-willed characteristics have set a good example for me, and that is also the thing that I have to remind myself so that I can be such a wonderful person like her. 9. Marriage and family. Subtopic number 2. Family. Part 3. What are the factors causing a rise in divorce rates? Well, to my perspective, reasons that lead to this matter vary, but the principal one may be childlessness. There may be some problems with the reproductive health of one partner, so one single couple cannot have children. They may not feel the connection between the two, and divorce will happen as a result. Another justification could be domestic violence, which may come in the form of verbal abuse over financial burden or violent actions. Due to this, marriage will be easily separated. 10. Travel. Subtopic number 1. Transport. Part 1. What are the main means of transport in Vietnam? There are quite a few means of transport in Vietnam, but motorbikes are taking the lead. People prefer to travel by motorbike because it is more economical, and the most important thing is, when it comes to traffic congestion, it takes ages for cars to move on the road, but it is much easier for a motorbike to wend its way forward and escape the bad traffic. 10. Travel. Subtopic number 1. Transport. Part 2. Describe a time you traveled by public transport. Well, today I would like to tell you about an MRT journey in Singapore that I took several years ago. Actually, I was a junior in Hanoi University when I took my summer vacation there, and after a month of planning, I decided to embark on the journey alone. I already knew that car rent in Singapore would be prohibitively expensive to a student like me, so I chose MRT to travel around the city, which was both fast and economical. I boarded a train at Lavender Station, which headed towards Marina Bay Station. Luckily, I managed to find a seat before it was filled up. The trains here were notoriously jam-packed in rush hours. To my surprise, it was so silent on the train, everyone trying to keep the voice low so that they wouldn't bother others. And I have to say that was a strange thing when compared to buses in some countries. Moreover, the train went unbelievably fast, so it took me just about 15 minutes to arrive at my destination. I felt that such a long distance was made shorter thanks to this means of transport. That was my first time I went on a public transport, and I hope that there will be more modern underground systems that are built in our country in the near future. 10. Travel. Subtopic number 1. Transport. Part 3. How do you think people will travel in the future? Well, I think electric minibus will be the prevalent means of transport in the future. One reason could be that it still carries the same number of passengers, but being small and agile to get its way out of the traffic jam. In addition, carpooling may be a good idea as people can not only save a great amount of money spent on fuel for their private car, but they also help protect the environment. Many people travel in the same car means there will be less emission and less traffic jam, and this may be a dominant way of transporting in the future. 10. Travel. Subtopic number 2. Vacation. Part 1. Where do you like to go on your vacation or holiday? Honestly, I'm really into going to the countryside, especially mountainous areas on my summer vacation, because I think the tranquility here is the best remedy to help me get away from the rat race and recharge my battery. 10. Travel. Subtopic number 2. Vacation. Part 2. Describe a recent vacation that you went on. Well, I would like to talk about a trip that I took with my family to Da Nang last July. We chose Da Nang because it took only 1.5 hours to fly from Hanoi to Da Nang International Airport, and more importantly, it is considered one of the most worth living cities in Vietnam, with spectacular scenery and delicious local cuisine. During 4 days and 3 nights staying there, we visited famous tourist attractions in the city such as Dragon Bridge, Administration Tower, Linh Ưng Pagoda, Bana Hills, and all of them were breathtaking. Among them, the most impressive place that we visited was the Golden Bridge, which was opened for tourists last June. It is an aerial walkway which looks like a bridge that is lifted by 2 giant hands. In addition, Da Nang is a coastal city, so it is such a great feeling when we can walk along the beach after having dinner. In terms of food, I have to say that it was superb. We tried street food such as nem lui, bánh xèo, or avocado ice cream, which are local specialties, and it would be a miss not to try them. In short, the trip was a real blast, and it was a great opportunity for me and my family to share great memories together. I hope that one day I can come back to Da Nang to be immersed again in the wonderful atmosphere here. 10. Travel. Subtopic number 2. Vacation. Part 3. What factors do people have to consider before a trip? In my opinion, there are a range of factors that people have to take into account when planning for a trip. The first thing is the budget. One should be able to have a detailed plan on how to allocate the available amount of money to minimize the unexpected expenses. Another aspect that cannot be overlooked is the accommodation. I think people should choose a place which is cost-effective and situated in a safe place so that they can enjoy their trip to the utmost. 11. Money. Subtopic number 1. Shopping habits. Part 1. How often do you buy something in a shop? Well, if I have to buy essential things for my family's daily need, I will go to the supermarket twice a week to pick up groceries. But if it is closed, I will visit a flea market much more usually. It is an ideal place whenever I want to buy some clothes because I can get some great deals and buy tons of things without breaking the bank. 11. Money. Subtopic number 1. Shopping habits. Part 2. Describe a shop that you often go to. Well, the shop I would like to describe is a handmade souvenir shop named VIII. It is situated on the second floor of a Vincom Center in the vicinity of my neighborhood. It is my most favorite shop because besides selling all the things that I need, it has an impressive and eye-catching way of displaying the articles. I like the shop a lot as they sell a number of artificial cute things such as paper flowers, picture frames, cards, teddy bears, or makeup stuff. The most special thing about this shop is that there is a zone where we can see how things are made. Each product is made meticulously and excellent craftsmanship is shown. Because all the things are made by hand, they have a totally different look when compared to things from mass production. I often hit the shop whenever I want to give my friends some gifts as congratulations on the occasion of their birthday or graduation. Sometimes I treat myself by buying some items of ornaments here. Additionally, the way how the shop is decorated also takes my breath away. As you know, the shop is shaped like a beehive, so it is very convenient for us to go around to see and buy things. Every time I step into beehive, I am overwhelmed by such a huge wall, which is filled with handmade flowers. The lighting is perfect, and I feel like I am in a real and giant beehive when I am in the shop. I really like going shopping in that shop. 11. Money. Subtopic number 2. Shopping habits. Part 3. Why do you think people nowadays tend to go to shopping centers? Actually, there are several reasons why people would rather go to shopping malls than independent stores. But I think the most important one may be the convenience. There are a myriad of brick and mortar shops in a shopping center, so people can easily hit different shops and get what they need without having to travel a long distance. For example, people can enjoy going shopping while letting their children in the kids zone. After buying clothes or daily supplies for the family, the whole family can have some snack in the food court, which is an ideal way of shopping for many people. 11. Money. Subtopic number 2. Money management. Part 1. What do people in your country save money for? Actually, people in my country have savings for various purposes, and this depends on their age. Young people tend to save money for traveling, marriage, or a down payment on a house, while elder people tend to save money for healthcare service. 11. Money. Subtopic number 2. Money management. Part 2. Describe an effective way to save money. Well, I find that saving money is difficult for me because I tend to overspend on clothes or food, especially on payday. Buying a MacBook has been my dream for a very long time, but I often run out of money at the end of the month. Therefore, I still cannot afford to buy one. To solve the problem, recently I have adopted a method that helps me save money much more effectively. which is putting money in a piggy bank and set saving goals. It may be traditional to somebody, but to me, I think it works and it helps me spend money in a smarter way. When I get paid, I will withdraw all the money, spend half of them, and the other half will be put in the piggy bank. Whenever I have a financial decision, I have to be extremely careful so that I can make a smart investment. I sometimes ask my sister to keep my money because she is an expert in money management, and she is also the person who gives me advice on how to balance the expense. In addition, I try to spend less than the amount that I withdraw and cut down on unnecessary things so that I can set aside more money to realize my dream. After a short time trying to save money like that, I find that I have a secure amount of money in case I need for emergency. This method of saving helps me a lot with my financial situation. 11. Money. Subtopic number 2. Money management. Part 3. Should children be encouraged to save money by parents? Definitely yes. Personally, I think this is a very important thing to teach children as they have to grow and carry out transactions that are related to money. If children are encouraged to save money, they may learn how to use it more wisely and appreciate the effort of their parents, who work hard to make ends meet. Moreover, they may prepare better for the future if they understand the essence of saving money for a rainy day. Therefore, it is encouraged that parents teach children how to save money. 12. Technology. Subtopic number 1. Robots. Part 1. Are you interested in robots? 100% yes. I've always taken an avid interest in all kinds of technological innovations, and artificial intelligence is no exception. I think robots with extremely enormous memory are getting more sophisticated, and they will soon be a tool that can help humans with a lot of things such as domestic tasks or even replace people in workplace. 12. Technology. Subtopic number 1. Robots. Part 2. Describe a technological application that you're impressed with. Today, I would like to talk about a robot which made its debut on a daily news program that I saw a couple of weeks ago. The news was the introduction of a humanoid named Sophia, the first robot citizen of the world. Sophia was developed by a robotics company that is best known for its development of human-shaped robots with artificial intelligence. She is built based on basic human personality traits such as creativity, empathy, and compassion. She had the chance to talk to many different important figures in the field of technology. During every talk, she was interviewed as a human being. She knew how to strike up conversations with the hosts, and I was totally impressed with the things that she could do. She could show different emotions on her face, imitate human gestures, and even facial expressions. Another interesting thing about Sophia is that she said she was the first robot to be on the cover for El Brazil, a well-known magazine. She was also the focus of the world's media as she announced that she would destroy humankind. Honestly, I think Sophia would be the beginning of a new era when automation could do demanding jobs such as teaching people languages or performing surgeries. Many people have raised concern about the adverse effects of artificial intelligence when they enter the workforce, but I reckon that it will be a great help to humans in the near future. 12. Technology. Subtopic number 1. Robots. Part 3. Would robots change our society significantly? Well, I do think that our society will experience dramatic changes owing to robots' presence. A large proportion of human labor would be replaced by artificial intelligence in the workplace, especially in manufacturing zones. Labor-intensive work could be done precisely by robots, which would save a lot of money. Besides, automatons can replace humans in dangerous working sites, such as underground mines or outer space. 12. Technology. Subtopic number 2. Internet. Part 1. Do you use internet much during the day? I have to say that I am an internet addict, and without the internet, my life would be difficult. I go online most of the time, either doing work-related tasks or online shopping. It is so convenient that I consider it an indispensable part of my daily life. 12. Technology. Subtopic number 2. Internet. Part 2. Describe a website that you use regularly. I'd like to talk about a website named YouTube, which is the web page that I get access to every day. It is the most prevalent video sharing website in the world, with billions of people streaming videos on a daily basis. I am a complete YouTube junkie, and I cannot let a day go by without seeing videos in it. I first learned to use YouTube when I was at grade 8 at school. My elder brother taught me how to log in, and that was an eye-opening moment when I saw tons of videos of various content uploaded on the website, and it has become my favorite broadcasting searching tool ever since. I am a huge fan of Taylor Swift, so I can search all the songs, video clips, or interviews related to her and spend the whole day watching them. In addition, when I want to cook a certain dish, I can easily find the recipes by just typing some keywords on the website's toolbar. Besides the entertaining purposes, YouTube is also a great source of knowledge with various types of tutorial videos. For example, there are videos about doing exercises, playing a musical instrument, or mixing items of clothing. This website is also free and user-friendly. I can easily look for a video that I need, subscribe to a channel that I find helpful, leave a comment, and discuss with others about related issue that the videos mention. 12. Technology. Subtopic number 2. Internet. Part 3. What are the disadvantages of the Internet? Well, it cannot be denied that the Internet has simplified our everyday life, but there is still a lot of drawbacks. For example, while the Internet helps individuals to make online purchases, it could generate a way for some cyber criminals to steal credit card information and use for illegal purposes. Besides, because of its convenience, it may reduce the amount of time that people see face-to-face with each other. There will be the ones who are glued to the screen all day and focus on forming virtual relationships instead of real-life ones. 13. Outfit. Subtopic number 1. Clothes. Part 1. Are you willing to buy expensive clothes? Actually, my answer is yes, although I'm not a fashion enthusiast. I prefer versatile and casual clothes, which can be suitable in many occasions. However, on special or important ones, such as wedding or any kind of celebration, I still treat myself to a high-end dress or a pair of shoes, but not often because of their prohibitive price. 13. Outfit. Subtopic number 1. Clothes. Part 2. Describe your favorite piece of clothing. Well, today I'd like to describe my most favorite piece of clothing. As I am a type of traditional person, so I would choose the áo dài, which is the iconic dress of Vietnam. As a Vietnamese girl, I certainly have one in my wardrobe. It is the tailor-made dress that was given to me by my parents as a gift on my 18th birthday. I was so touched to receive that special present as it marked the time I became a freshman in a prestigious university. My áo dài has a white color with a long light pink trousers. It is a stunning piece of lotus embroidery, which is made of a kind of expensive silk, and when I put it on, I have a feeling of femininity. On special occasions, such as wedding or any kind of ceremony or anniversary, my white áo dài is always the first thing that comes to my mind. Some people may say that wearing áo dài is plain, but to me, it is not only elegant, but it also makes me confident and proud. Although nowadays there are different kinds of modern clothes, I believe that not only me, but also many Vietnamese women still choose áo dài as a gown when it comes to a special day. It is a way of preserving the beauty, and there is no doubt that it plays an essential role in the spiritual life of Vietnamese people. 13. Outfit. Subtopic number 1. Clothes. Part 3. Do you think that the clothes we wear say something about us? Honestly speaking, I think clothes say a lot about ourselves. It may tell a lot about our characteristics, our emotions, and even our status. For instance, clothing may determine the feelings of a person. When we're happy, we often choose colorful outfit, but when we're depressed, we tend to wear clothes in darker color. In other cases, some people may wear classic clothes so as to tell others that they are careful and polite. 13. Outfit. Subtopic number 2. Jewelry. Part 1. Do you like jewelry? Well, yes. I am always fascinated in feminine things, and jewelry is no exception. I have different kinds of necklaces and rings to wear on different occasions. I think they really lend my visual interest to my outfit. 13. Outfit. Subtopic number 2. Jewelry. Part 2. Describe your favorite piece of jewelry. Well, I have to admit that I am a jewelry holic. I have a jewelry collection at home, and each of them is a token of a special event in my life. Today, I'd like to talk about a charm necklace that I received from my parents as a gift before my wedding. I was ecstatic when I was given that. It is made of white gold with a colorful gemstone in the middle of the charm. Although it has a simple design, it stands out from other bracelets or necklaces in my collection. Moreover, it can be mixed and matched with any items of clothes in my wardrobe, especially long dresses. Not only is this necklace glamorous, but its meaning makes me completely fall for it. It both shows my parents' affection for me, and it carries the message that my parents always want me to be happy and look exquisite in every situation. Now, I try to wear it all the time because when I have it on my neck, I feel that I am embraced by my parents' love. This is also the first time that I feel motivated to wear a piece of jewelry on my body. This necklace has become an essential part in my everyday outfit and also my most favorite piece of jewelry so far. 13. Outfit. Subtopic number 2. Jewelry. Part 3. Why do people love to buy jewelry? I think buying jewelry is the basic need to look more stunning and attractive, especially for women. One of the reasons could be that they are perfect ornaments for the outer appearance and make the owner shine. Another reason may be that people wear jewelry due to some astrological beliefs. This has become a trend for a lot of people, both men and women, as they think that wearing an item of jewelry may help them earn more money or be healthier. 14. Lifestyle. Subtopic number 1. Health. Part 1. What do you do to stay healthy? Well, I try to stay away from junk food and I hit the gym on a daily basis. Doing exercises regularly does wonders for not only my physical but also mental health, and it really helps me to unwind after work. 14. Lifestyle. Subtopic number 1. Health. Part 2. Describe an activity that makes you feel healthy. Nowadays, people tend to be more health conscious, and I'm no exception. In order to keep fit, I have joined a Rumba class, a type of dance which is held 3 times a week in a gym near my house. Unlike the boring time running on a treadmill, I find that dancing is more intriguing. It helps me speed up my metabolism by burning much more calories in just an hour of intensive training. In addition, dancing builds up my flexibility as it makes many parts of my body move, such as my arms, shoulders, abs, and legs. By sticking to a schedule of dancing on a regular basis and a balanced diet, as suggested by my private trainer, I have managed to keep a lean body. Thanks to this, I can reduce the risk of getting chronic disease such as diabetes or the ones related to our bones. Besides, dancing is really good for my mental health because it helps me ease the tension after a stressful day at work. I can step into the class wearing comfort clothes, dancing along while listening to great music, and the most important thing is that I can't forget about the deadlines or competition. All in all, I think this kind of dance is a good remedy for both my physical as well as mental health. 14. Lifestyle. Subtopic number 1. Health. Part 3. What could be done to promote a healthy lifestyle? I think there are several feasible methods that could be adopted to lead to a healthy life. The government should implement strict rules on products or activities that affect people's health. For example, smoking in public places. Another possible method is that more programs about healthy eating or taking up a sport should be produced and disseminated on social media such as TV or Facebook so that people can be more aware of the importance of healthy living. 14. Lifestyle. Subtopic number 2. Art. Part 1. Do you like art? Well, fine art has been my lifelong passion ever since I was a student in primary school. I'd love to go to some museums at the weekend with my boyfriend to admire famous abstract paintings or sculptures of well-known artists all over the world. 14. Lifestyle. Subtopic number 2. Art. Part 2. Describe a piece of art that you like. To talk about my favorite piece of artwork, I'd like to pick The Lily Girl by TRÅN, one of the most eminent painters of Vietnam. The painting is my favorite artwork as it has excellent artistic value, and every time I see it, I have a great feeling of satisfaction. It is an oil painting of a young woman dressed in a white áo dài, sitting next to a vase of white lilies. It was created in the early 20th century, and it is considered one of the most classic artworks in the Vietnamese history of art. Fortunately, I had a chance to admire the original painting in the National Gallery. The masterpiece portrays a young woman in áo dài, tilting her head towards a lily. The dominant color of the picture is white, but it isn't boring at all. The alignment of light and different shades of white mix and bring a little sadness to the picture. Besides depicting the beauty of women wearing the traditional áo dài, this picture also describes the elegant pursuit of all Hanoians, which is displaying lilies. In conclusion, this painting is a great artwork which needs to be preserved, and it may be a good idea that youngsters now have the chance to admire classic pieces of artwork like this. 14. Lifestyle. Subtopic number 2. Art. Part 3. Should children be encouraged to learn art? Well, I suppose that studying art is an excellent way to help children promote their creativity. Literally, children observe and perceive the world around them in a different way. Each child's opinion is unique, and we can see this most clearly if we ask them to draw a certain thing. Maybe their innate talents will soon reveal, and if we encourage them to think outside the box, they can have further development. 15. Emotion. Subtopic number 1. Happiness. Part 1. What are the things that make you happy? Actually, there are many things that can make me happy. For example, it is hanging out with my friends and have some coffee, or being given a small gift that helps me let off some steam, or just the feeling of trying a good dish brings me a great deal of satisfaction. 15. Emotion. Subtopic number 1. Happiness. Part 2. Describe an activity or an event that made you happy. Today I'm going to talk about a happy event which occurred recently. Honestly, I'm a huge fan of hip-hop dance. Ever since I was young, dancing has always been part and parcel of my life, and I've got a kick out performing on stage. Without any doubt, most of my memorable moments all have something to do with dancing. One of those just happened a couple of weeks ago, and I still recall it vividly. It was when my dance team decided to sign up for a popular dance competition held in Hanoi. We were all determined to create an impressive and unique performance. However, things started to fall apart when unexpected conflicts occurred among us. What was even more shocking is that one of us decided to leave because he couldn't bear the situation at that time. And it is that moment when I felt a strong urge to make everyone sit down and tackle this situation. This is also a golden chance for everybody to get to know more about each other. We talked about our feelings, how we wanted to overcome those difficulties together, and how much we wanted this performance to be delivered in the best version of itself. Luckily, everything was settled down and things went by quite smoothly during the last week before the show. And you know what? Although we didn't win, it was still a rewarding experience to me because I was given the opportunity to deeply understand my friends and my team. At the end of the day, standing and shining together on stage is what truly matters. 15. Emotion. Subtopic number 1. Happiness. Part 3. Do you think people have more talent or happier than others? I think talent bears little relation to happiness. There are a number of examples of renowned singers or actresses who are talented but do not lead a happy life at all. They may resort to drugs or even commit suicide to escape from the pressure that they encounter. However, there are people who are not so talented but still have a very happy life with their family. In short, being more talented doesn't mean having a happier life. 15. Emotion. Subtopic number 2. Stress. Part 1. How do you handle stress? To me, Participating in an outdoor sport such as badminton is a great way to cope with stress. It refreshes my mind and cheers me up a lot. Besides, cooking delicious dishes for the family also helps me feel relaxed after stressful hours at my workplace. 15. Emotion. Subtopic number 2. Stress. Part 2. Describe a situation when you are under pressure. Well, I would like to talk about a terrible day when I was a freshman in the university. Actually, I overslept on the day that I had to take the first test. It was the worst feeling, you know? I was so busy with my study as the final exams were coming. I had been cramming for the exams for weeks before the test date. Therefore, the night before my test, I was so tired that I forgot to set my alarm clock, and the next morning, I overslept as a result. When I got up, I was sweating and felt so scared since I knew that I was late. I was crying my eyes out while rushing to the exam room. I was 15 minutes late, and my biggest fear was that I would not be allowed to take the test. To make the matter worse, I wasn't allowed to come into the test hall by the examiner, and at that time, I was depressed and I thought I would suffer from mental breakdown. That was actually the worst day of my life till now. However, after a few days, I received an announcement from the training department that I could take the test on a day at the end of that month. I was on cloud 9 and relieved that I could still continue to study in the university. Although it is quite hard at the time, that memory is one of the most unforgettable period of time in my student life. 15. Emotion. Subtopic number 2. Stress. Part 3. What do you think are the reasons of stress? I think there are a myriad of things that could generate stress for us. Well, some people may have to face problems related to financial burden, in which they may not have enough money to pay for their children's education and increasing house rent. Besides, other people have stress because of the heavy workload and related responsibility at workplace. Those are two among a number of justifications in the modern life that can put many people under pressure.